Hello and welcome to today's practice called Yin to Rise. Today's practice will be a combination of longer held yin style poses as well as some more dynamic and activating flows. So for today's practice, we're going to begin in Balasana, wide knee child's pose. However, if that pose doesn't work well for your knees, you can begin the practice. Your first pose could be coming down onto the belly and stacking your hands. Now, for wide knee child's pose, you could also feel free to support your body with a bolster block ramp. So that'll be a more supported version of the pose. And then if you feel like your body doesn't need any supports for this first pose of the practice, you can always take the big toes close or touching, knees wide. And then you can come down, stack your hands. You can take your forehead to your stacked hands. And take a moment. You can give a little sway of your torso from side to side, or if you're laying on the belly, you could bend the knees and do a little bit of windshield wipering with the legs. Eventually allowing the body to settle into stillness. As you find stillness in the physical body, you might notice the more subtle and small movements of the body that happen as a direct result of breathing. Notice the wave of the breath, the rise and the release. The expansion and the letting go. If it feels good in your body, take a breath in and exhale. Slowly exhale with a soft sigh out through the mouth. Take about another minute here. Breathe intentionally. Stay aware of the breath, feeling as though you're tracing the flow of each breath in and each breath out. Take your last round of breath here. If you're on the belly already lying prone, you might stay as you are because we're going to, in a moment, come into Sphinx. If you're in the pose of the child, you might first just take a little extension of the arms. So you'll extend through the elbows, root the hands, take a last breath out here, and then start to walk the hands in a little to the body so you can lift the hips and rise up to table. Adjust the knees so they're underneath of the hips. Take a few side to side sways, pelvis moving to the left, chin also moving a bit to the left, hips moving to the right, chin moving to the right. Come to the center and exhale, press your hands around your spine. Inhale, cow tilt, release your belly, lift your heart. Come to neutral. You're going to walk your hands a little forward, knee down, plank, and then start to bend the elbows so that you can come down. We're going to come in to Sphinx. So you have a couple options here. You can stack your hands and let your elbows go out wide. This will keep you in a less intense back bend. You can take your elbows and bring them under your shoulders with your forearms extended. It's going to increase the back bend a bit. So just notice how that feels on your spine. You can stay there, or another option for slightly higher is to take your hands from Sphinx and go wide, and then press into the hands so you come into seal. In my own body, I usually feel a little better in any of these back bends if I do apply a very gentle pressure from the tops of the feet into the earth. You'll notice as you do that, that will help you to take the tailbone and lengthen it slightly down. So it feels like the tailbone's reaching toward the space between the heels. It's also going to give you a little press of the pubic bone into the earth. So it gives a very grounding sensation. This always feels a little better in my low back to do it this way. So just feel in to your own body. See what feels best, what pose variation works for you today, and knowing what you choose, you can always shift at any point. Notice the open space right in the center of the heart. Steady the movements of the mind through steady awareness on the breath. We'll take our last minute here. A full breath in and out. If you're in seal after your exhale completes, you can lower your elbows and your forearms. You can all stack the hands, let the elbows go out nice and wide, and bring the body down. Let your body rest in stillness, or if a few hip sways right to left or belly down prone, windshield wipers feels good. Just take some movement. You feel called to do so. After your last exhalation here, slide your hands under your low chest and press yourself up to the table. Adjust so that the knees are on the blanket. So for this one, you might want to adjust your blocks out to the side. We're going to do a version of a low lunge. So you can initially just walk to the left, lean to the left, and step your right foot forward so you're coming into a version of Anjaneyasana low lunge. So I'm going to keep my blocks up on their highest height. Blocks could be to a lower height or even hands to the mat, but we're going to have the blocks positioned so that you can lean the body forward. If it ends up working for your body, you could connect the right side of the rib case, right rib case to the right thigh. Gaze is going to be down. So you can allow the hips to have the sensation of sinking or melting to the earth. For these poses, for me personally, a little bit of engagement always feels better in my body. So I'll let the hips melt, but then I'll feel an energy from the right heel and the back left knee, almost like a magnetic pull. Those two regions of the body gently drawing toward one another. They don't have much physical movement, but the energy is there. Breathe deeply in through the nose, and then you might blow the breath out through the mouth. As you do, you can blow it out as though you're slowly blowing out candles. I'm going to do 2 more rounds of breath on this side. After this next exhalation, take your blocks. You can even move them to the inside of the right foot. If that makes this transition a little easier, you can step that right foot back. Come to the center for a moment. We'll do the second side in just a moment, but I just want to take downward dog for a moment. So curl the toes, lift the knees. Reach the sitting bones up. Just neutralize the body. Symmetrical pose. Maybe walk out through your feet, through your knees. Breathe in. Lower the knees back down to the mat. Walk the hands over to the right. Lean to the right. Step the left foot forward. Gather your blocks and decide what height you'd like the blocks on. You can take the body and lean the body a bit forward. Left rib cage maybe connecting into the left thigh. Gaze is down, and then you might take the breath, draw it into the body through the nose, and then a slow release of the breath out through the mouth as though you're slowly blowing out those candles. We'll take a few more rounds of breath here. The connection of the left side of the body to the left thigh can often lead to feelings of grounded or feeling greater inner steadiness. Opening across that right hip down through the right quadricep helps to direct the energy downward into the legs, into the feet, which can also just encourage us to feel a greater sense of stability. Last breath in and out. Slowly walking the hands to the inside of the left foot and lean a little to the right, and then take that left foot, step it back. As you come to the center, we're going to take that downward facing dog again for a few moments. So spread your fingers, curl your toes, lift your knees, reaching those sitting bones nice and high. Maybe a little pedal out through feet and knees. In. Exhale, lower your knees down into table. We're going to take some cat-cow flow. Breathe in, release the belly, and lift the heart. Exhale, press your hands and round your spine. Inhale, release the belly and lift the heart. Exhale, press the hands and round the spine. Inhale, release the belly and lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, release the belly and lift through the heart, curl the toes, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to start a tiger flow with the right leg. So we're going to let the weight shift into the left ball of the foot. Inhale, sweep your right heel up into down dog split. Now, as you exhale, we're going to take twisted 3-leg dog. So Right knee bends and turns to the right, lower belly draws in. Inhale, extend through the right knee, square off the hips. Exhale, curl the right knee into the right rib cage. Round the spine, press into the hands, crouching plank. Same flow again. Inhale, right heel sweeps high, down dog. Split. Exhale, twisted three-leg dog. Right knee bends, turn it open to the right, scoop the lower belly in. Inhale, extend through the right knee, square off the hips to the earth. Exhale, crouching plank, right knee scoops in. Press the hands, draw the shoulder blades apart. I'm going to do that flow one more time. Inhale, right heel sweeps high, down dog split. Exhale, twisted three-leg dog. Inhale, down dog split, hips square off to the earth. Exhale, scoop your right knee in. Round your spine, lift your hips high, step your right foot by your right wrist. If you need a slightly wider stance, take the left foot, step it an inch to the left. We're rising up into high lunge. Lengthen the tailbone down. We're going to take a slow here. So you're going to breathe in. Feel the length, the space in your spine. And as you exhale, your arms are going to sweep forward, down, and back as your body leans forward, maybe 50% or so. Draw the shoulder blades together. Breathe in, sweep the arms forward and back up. Once again, finding high lunge, fingertips reach to sky. Again, exhale, swing the arms forward, down, and back. Moving forward. Inhale as you sweep your arms forward and up. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale, forward, down, and back. And then inhale as you rise. Find steadiness. Fingertips rise to the sky. We're going to bring the prayer hands down into the heart. We're going to take the body forward again, maybe 30-40% of the way forward. We're going to be pressing off that back left foot coming into stork. So put a bend in the knee, press off, lift the left leg forward, take the hands and loop them around the left shin bones, or keep the prayer hands to heart and keep the legs suspended in space. Reaching up and out through the crown of the head, take a breath in. Now, as you exhale, this left foot is going to go back behind the right foot. We're going to take a version of a side stretch. We're going to bend in both knees. You're on the left ball of the foot. Just be cautious of that blanket right there. Right hand to right thigh. Left arm sweeps by left ear. Taking a side stretch here. You can always bring the right hand up, catch hold of the left wrist, and take the side bend from there. Breathe in and out. Now inhale, we're going to come to mountain with the arms by the ears. So plant the left foot, interlock the fingers, and steeple the index fingers up to the sky. Stay here in this version of a bound Tadasana mountain, or we can lift the heels. So rising up, so we're balanced on the balls of the feet. Sometimes the ankles get a little wobbly, so really root through the inner balls of the feet. Steady your gaze, biceps hug in toward the ears. Feel the energy rise upward through the spine, through the crown of the head, through the index fingers as you stay rooted into the balls of the feet. Breathe in. Exhale, heels lower to the mat, arms go wide, swan dive your body forward over your legs. Take a breath in, lift your spine halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Adho Mukha Svanasana, the downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Round into the right ball of the foot. Inhale, left heel sweeps high, down dog split. We're going to go into that tiger flow, second side. Exhale, bend the left knee, turn it open, scoop the lower belly in. Inhale as you extend the left knee and square off the hips, and then exhale, curl the left knee into chest, press the hands around the spine. Inhale, left heel sweeps high, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee, turn it open, twisted three-leg dog. Inhale to extend and square off the hips. Exhale, curl the knee into chest, crouching plank. Press your hands, shoulder blades draw apart. Inhale, left heel sweeps back up, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee and turn it open. Inhale to extend, square off the hips. This time, exhale, curl the left knee in, press the hands. Left foot is going to step forward, high lunge. Now, before you rise, if you want a slightly wider stance, take the right foot an inch to the right for stability. Breathe in and start to rise up with the body. Fingertips extend our fingertips extend rather to the sky, arms by ears. Breathe in and exhale, bring your arms forward, down and back as you lean forward. Spread your fingers. Breathe in, feel your arms sweep forward, the momentum of the arms helping to bring the body back up, gaze forward, that flow 2 more times. Lean the body forward. Inhale, come up. Good, last time, exhale. And inhale to come up. Now you're going to take those prayer hands, bring them to your heart. Once again, lean the body forward. We're going to bend the back, right knee. We're going to come into stork. So we're going to press off the right foot, hug the right thigh into the rib cage. You can stay right here. You can take the hands and loop them around the right shin bones. Feeling into your own strength, stability, power. Take a breath in. We're going to come into that version of a side bend. Right leg is going to sweep behind the left. And come onto the ball of the foot. So if you're on the blanket and need to adjust, feel free to do so. You're going to bend into the knees. Left hand either to the left thigh as you lean, or left hand to the right wrist. Another breath in and out. Press off that right ball of the foot. Come back into extended mountain. So right foot lands. Interlock your hands. Send your index fingers up and find a gazing point for your eyes straight ahead. Stay right where you are or let the heels lift. Grounding into the base of the big toes. Will help with the outer ankle wobbling. And another breath in and out here. Take a breath in. As you exhale, let your heels come down. Let your arms go wide. Swan dive your body forward over your legs. Take a breath in. Lift your spine into halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant the hands and step the feet back. Downward dog. And we're going to take a couple pendulum swings with the body just to increase circulation and energy. So you're going to breathe in, let your hips roll out into plank. Then there's just a softening of the elbows so that you can melt into Bhujangasana, the cobra. Heart draws through, little softness in your elbows. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. You can go straight up and back or through table. And we're going to do that a few times. So breath in is cobra. Breath out, down dog. Breath in, cobra. Breath out, down dog. A few more. You can always stop along the way or hold in down dog. Breathe in and out. We're going to see about doing 3 more. Breathe in, cobra. Breathe out, down dog. Breathe in, cobra. Breathe out, down dog. 1 more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Hold for a few cycles of breath in downward dog. You can always lower the knees and take child. This will be our last downward dog. Take your last round of breath in and out here. Okay, lower your knees down. We are going to swing the legs around and in front of us. So we want to sit on the edge of the blanket. We're going to take a twist here to close out. So sit on the edge of the blanket. Let your left leg extend out. Right knee bends and foot goes across. Now, we're going to twist to the right. So you can do so from there. Lean to your left hand and maybe bend your left knee. You want to see if you can get both hips to settle into the earth, and then we'll twist to the right. Right hand down, left arm first reaching up, and then we'll rotate the spine for a few moments to the right. Possibly giving a little bit of stretch to the outer right hip, just depending on your muscles, and then we're opening through the heart as we rotate through the spine. Last exhalation. Breathe in, come around to the center. Lean into your hands. Let's switch to the second side. Right leg extends, left knee bends, and foot comes across. Now you can twist from here or lean to the right and maybe bend your right knee. Snuggle the right heel by your left hip. Left hand down, right arm reaches. Exhale, we'll rotate to the left. And so again, depending on your body, you may feel a little sensation on that outer left hip. Hold right hand to near thigh or the elbow wrapped around. Few cycles of breath here. Come back around to the center. Lean into the hands. Bend the knees, point them to the sky, plant the feet as wide as the mat, and then just take a few sways. If time permits at your own home, you can come down to your spine and take Shavasana. You could also alternatively take seated meditation. You're ready to transition. We'll come to cross-leg shape for a few rounds of breath. Just let your hands either face your thighs for more grounding and settling, or let them face upward to the sky for more openness and receptivity with a lighter feel. Always notice palms to thighs brings more awareness into the legs and pelvis, while palms facing up brings more awareness into the heart. Feel the shape of your body. The earth beneath you. The space that surrounds you. A balance of stability and boundaries with softness and ease. Please feel free to stay seated for as long as you like. If you're ready to transition, place your prayer hands at your heart and slightly bow your chin to your chest. A light within me sees and bows to that same light that exists within you. Thank you.